children and you fork parents, and just how it is.
You gotta rock 'em and shock 'em, and
I mean, how
sometimes
else
you gotta
do you
spock
think
'em.
What?
You good?
What did you just say?
Okay.
What?
The DM's like D&D is over. Over
We need to take a break.
Okay. I'm gonna camera on for this.
You
so
all die.
I can show for. So this is
all on Carl.
rock 'em, shock 'em, spock 'em.
Oh god.
Come here. Sweetie. You okay?
Rocks suddenly fall from the sky onto Carlonius. He takes 100 damage. He insta-dies.
Super dead, just super extra dead. And be like, okay, bye.
How could
Failure
this
saving throws
happen?
instantaneously.
I think I've been giving Kaylee too much human food. She doesn't look like she's doing good.
Aw.
Oh,
Come here.
so much human food.
Come here. Oh.
Alright,
Since we're just playing D&D, and my lap is big enough now because my gut's been disappearing, you can stay up here.
No.
We can cut.
Katie!
That's a pretty solid reason. Well, I need more lap room for my dog, so that's why I want to get gastric, please.
Yeah. Exactly.
Is that a valid reason to get one?
yes!
I mean,
The fuck?
I mean, it probably requires some other reasons in conjunction, but
Okay.
but it's
it can be
perfect.
one of the many.
Yeah.
Also, I checked my insurance bill for it because it turned out there was still part of a bill that I hadn't paid yet, so I paid it today.
Mhm.
If when I was doing with my previous insurance, it didn't cover gastric bypass, but with the new company, it does cover gastric bypass. So before, I was just gonna pay the costs, and my parents were gonna help me, and the just cash out-of-pocket costs, all in, including all of the classes, which my insurance didn't have to pay for, my new insurance, because I'd already done the classes before getting on the new insurance, was $27,000 to have the surgery done.
Holy shit.
Pretty expensive. Yeah. Guess what the bill was through insurance?
God, I can't even imagine. That had to have been like $75K at least.
Yeah, it was $59,000.
Shit.
That didn't include all the pre-work. That was just the surgery.
Oof.
Big.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's ridiculous that they charge, like, I guarantee you that's not how much the insurance paid.
No.
They get, like, a discount or something, but that's what it comes across on the bill as. So, anyways, insurance is a Ponzi scheme.
Why
Anyways,
can't I'm sorry.
I said I was ready, but I meant like food. I haven't gotten my dice out yet.
What were you gonna say, Kua?
I think it's talking
I'm
about
talking to
fire.
myself. What
Whatever.
the fuck?
It came. Oh, it disappeared.
Wow, that's great.
Did it came? Is that what happened?
Hey!
Oh,
right next to me.
Oh my god!
That's a cool trait.
It's Wormwood, you said?
I can't see if it's showing, and I can't see the screen, so
it's kind
There
of
it is. Oh.
it's kind of fading in and out.
I'm gonna
like a
do a
broken
Sam just be like
hologram.
I can't. Oh,
Great job, buddy. It's totally showing.
It's Wormwood, right?
yeah.
That's amazing.
What does that even mean, bro?
It's a company.
I looked at their shit.
Handmade
It's really
dice
cool.
trays.
Yes.
Why can I?
Cool.
Oh my god,
It's sponsored by them.
I'm gonna jump
Oh,
off a
nerds.
cliff right now.
All right, y'all ready?
I
Yeah.
gotta close the light. Hold on.
What do you mean if I'm
If I
good?
close the light,
Bro. I don't know why you question what other
Like-
people say. You should hear what you say.
European? I do hear what I say, Kua. I hear it a lot. It really sounds dumb, and I don't know why any of you listen. I do.
I don't even know why either. It's just what happens.
I'm a
bro.
simple man. I see Coach. I listen sometimes.
see me a lot.
Sometimes.
Sometimes you should rephrase that to I don't listen to you unless you tell me not to.
Excuse me.
What? Hey, I learned how to
I guess I
cancel
didn't want to be on
beam
my
by Dolphin telling me to do that.
No, I said you listen unless it's your ult. Then you don't listen.
Yeah, because Dolphin's wrong. I was gonna hit, if I swear the angle I was at, if I hit it, I was gonna hit the ceiling and get nobody.
I don't
I don't
know
think
what you're talking about.
When we were playing comp, you told Blue to grab and she didn't grab.
I had
Oh,
to get
that-
two
yeah, that-
steps closer, and it was
I was
fine.
so like my shield was here, right? And I see a beam coming out of the shield. So like that means you're level with me. And so like if you shoot the grab, it will go where I want.
Wait,
What did
time
it?
out. Next vibe review, you have to have face cam on.
Did
You
it
have to
not
have face cam on.
happen?
There's a lot of just like very easy angles that I could see on my screen.
I
Is
also have
the
to
reason why I
compensate
asked
for the
for it.
fact I have no depth perception, so.
So we want
The
the next
2D
vibe
screen.
review. I want next vibe review for Dolphin to have face cam.
Why?
I can barely draw anyway. I can barely get like my tech working for like you're just like, oh, we have auto view. I'm like, oh, I have to start setting stuff up already. Like,
Mm.
you expect me to have to like even try harder for that? No.
Hey,
So are we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been ready for like a week and a half.
Is is stream started?
Oh, yeah. It's been started around.
Oh, okay.
It's been 7
was-
minutes ago. Whatever.
All right. So it is the next morning after the famed incident at the council. This is the day that you're expecting Kua to arrive back in Brighthaven, or Kanaka rather.
Ooh, okay.
And in the morning, y'all are eating breakfast, kind of in the main area down there in the Emerald Shield, and a runner comes running up to the bar. Looks like a little kid, about 14 years old or so. Kind of looks like a town crier would, except instead of like carrying a bunch of newspapers, it looks like he's carrying like mail. It appears to be some sort of messenger. He goes up to the bartender, says something. The bartender kind of like vaguely like points over at you all, and he goes up to your table and goes, "Excuse me, I have a letter addressed to Krug and Friends and Krug.
Mhm.
Who should I give this to?"
I'll take
All
it.
Here you go. Thank you. And then like quickly like runs out off to run
I was
his
gonna give him a copper or something, but bye, I guess.
copper.
Something.
Cheap tipper.
Yeah. I just got 1,000 gold and I'm like, here's a copper.
But the letter is from Ryphon. And it's addressed to you all, and it says, "Dear friends, once again, I appreciate the help on the expedition. Unfortunately, your actions at the council meeting have not left you in the good graces of the council. And they have decided not to fund an expedition, but if you should so choose to find a way on your own, it would be greatly appreciated, and I'll find some way to award you if you come back from Mordenkainen with some information, if that is what you choose to do, or if in your adventures you find something else that is related to this possible threat from these devils that have caused harm to our city. I would be appreciative. I did try to reach out to Mordenkainen on my own and was unable to make contact. I get the feeling he just doesn't want to be bothered. He doesn't seem to like being bothered, but he knows a great many things and can find out a great many things. So if that is I still suggest it be a path you seek out. If not, feel free to send me a letter by courier, or if you have magical means of sending a message to me, I can receive it as well. But best of luck in your adventures. Is essentially what it says.
Cool. I kind of wanted to go see him and get another thing that lets us go to the academy.
We could ask.
Oh, it's for my fun?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You can just send him a letter, right?
Yeah,
we
we
could send him a
we
letter.
can send him a letter back.
Or just make, what's his butt? Talon holla at him.
Oh yeah, you can send a message. That's what he just said. We can do.
What do you?
Holla at your boy Ryphon. Maybe we should wait for
Ryphon.
Kanaka. Maybe. The guy that you were talking to on the boat, the guy that gave us money for the tails and stuff.
Oh, wizard guy. Okay.
Yeah, it was a guy. Don't do it yet, though. We don't need.
Oh, okay.
Because I have a feeling Kanaka wants to geek out with us.
How about you just if you have a message that you want to send to him, how about you just like write it down and then give it to me and I'll send it to him.
Well, we can still. We don't have to wait for
Oh, we can just ask for him. Yeah.
Tanaka. We just asked to get permission to go in. So, and then we can go whenever.
Okay. We should probably not write things down because you can't read.
No, it'll be fine. I'll just make something up. Damn! I almost pulled a fast one. So close.
Kaylee!
Kaylee.
It's a Kaylee.
Carl drank a lot last night. We're just gonna say that that's what happened.
So we're waiting for the crappy paladin to get back.
The crappy paladin.
The good paladin has died, sadly. But...
The world is your oyster. What do you choose to do?
Send Ryphon a message.
Wait, what do you want? What do you want from me?
Okay.
Send him a message.
No, we're gonna. Okay.
No!
I thought we were gonna wait, but no. Scarlett's right. Okay.
We send him a message so we get permission, and then we can go when we want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have to wait. So.
No.
So
Not for the
okay. You tell him what to say because.
Send them a message
what to
and
say.
say that we want access to the academy to do some research before we leave.
We want research from here.
What's it called again? It's
The
is it the-
Solarian Academy.
yeah, it's
Why?
Solarian like Mass Effect, like Morton
Okay, so
Souls.
I want to be able to research at the Solarian Academy? Why
Yes.
do I want that?
Say we.
Oh, we, okay. So, okay, we want to research at the, okay. I'll cast sending,
Okay.
sending to Rayfun.
Okay.
Hi Rayfun. We want to be able to research at the Solarian?
Solarian.
Solarian Academy. What else should I say?
Please.
Please. And thank you.
That works.
Yeah, all that.
All right, that was 22.
Hey.
I didn't count the uhs though. So
Aww.
You just read it like it sounds like Jeff Goldblum saying it.
and you get a response, and he says, "I think I can still do that. Is there a specific section that you are interested in researching?"
I
Sorry,
think
I'm
we have
chewing.
a
One
few.
second. Guys, he's interested in
Oh, he asked us that?
Yeah.
Lyra.
Interested if you guys have a section that you want
I-
to know about.
I already tried that.
Oh, that's what you snuck off to research at one time.
Yeah.
I also don't
Well, that was
know
the
if
main
you
reason I
wanna
wanted to go. So
So we want to research
I guess we could research.
the Violet Toll. That's where Mordekainen's at, right?
Yeah, we can research that.
What were the 3 options we had in front of us? Excuse me.
Also, I realized it was Mistwalkers or Moonwalkers. I was only looking at Mistwalkers, so I could look up Moonwalkers.
Yeah.
See if that leads to anything.
Someone's gonna go up to the barkeep and get a burger.
A breakfast burger.
Yep.
Okay.
He thinks it's kind of early for a burger, but whatever, he'll do it.
Out of game and in game stuff.
Sorry, I'm trying to dig through my notes to double check all the stuff we wanted to look at. Because I know there was a couple things. Because he said we could also talk to the Wizard Guild.
Guys, I'm
And
not to like be pressing or anything, but I'm pretty sure when someone asks a question, you're supposed to answer it, like within a relatively recent time frame. So,
what do you know about anything?
That's accurate.
I
You
know
can
how
also
to hold
look
a
up-
conversation with people. That's what.
Yeah, yeah,
Look up
yeah.
What I
different
do.
kinds of succubus creatures.
Oh, yeah.
And like, I don't know, gods of chaos or something, because she was obsessed with chaos.
Chaos! Krug bangs the table, but like lightly.
And
Krug has learned a bad thing.
did we want to look
No, no,
into?
Krug, you just have to focus it.
Whoa!
Ginkanaka.
Krug just
And-
nods.
Should we look into anything about resurrection or no? No, I don't think we should.
I mean, like people said, he's already been killed twice, so
We can have a hard talk about this later. Yeah, okay. So we want to look at the Violet Toll and succubi creatures and races.
yeah, I think so. And moonwalkers, if those are a thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because
Your mic is dying.
Me? I'm probably at the edge of the range. I went downstairs real quick to make myself some food. Because
It's
I
sending
realized
static.
one-
It might not be.
Yeah, did you turn on a faucet by any chance? That
I did actually.
Oh, then that's what it is.
There you go.
So we want the Violet Toll, succubi type races, and moonwalkers. That's what we want to look up.
walkers.
Succubuses is
Succubi.
moonwalkers.
And the man.
And the violet
Sucky monster.
Succubuses is,
That was a
Succubus.
Michael Jackson joke.
and I forgot the third one. No, legitimately, I just forgot the third one.
Yeah. So how do you word this ending?
I succubuses, moonwalkers, and
Violet Toll.
okay, Violet Toll. I'll click it when I click it. Hi, Rifod. They want to know about succubuses, moonwalkers, and the Violet Toll. Can't keep sending these messages, but you can reply to this one. Bye. Forever.
And you get a response back, and he says, "Okay, I should be able to get you access to most of the bestiary section of the Solarian Academy and the history of the Noble Rome section. That's probably where you'll find the most about the Violet Toll."
Cool.
Well, he
beans.
said that you could get access to the bestiary, whatever that means. Place, section, and something realms. Thing. I sort of forgot.
The history section.
History of the Noble Realms.
Yep.
Cool.
Cool. Thanks.
I think you're supposed to roleplay what Dolphin said since he's the one that received the message.
It's
Yeah,
not,
I think
half the
that's
time
what.
it's not me forgetting, and half the time it is. So it's like it's really getting there.
It's a toss up. Yay!
Well, with all the which thing? The what now? That's 25 words already.
You're like, there, I actually forgot the violet toll, but like, the something, no, I read that word for word.
Alrighty.
Yay!
Yay.
So you think you can get into the library to potentially do some more research?
So fucking nerds, Jesus.
Is,
I just want to read.
is there anything else you
Yeah,
guys want to do during the day, or?
We're just waiting for Kanaka.
Can I go find, would I know of something that could change my appearance? Or would I know where to find that?
Magically or non-magically?
Magic.
I know Frode has been there, but I don't know if he told anyone about it. But there are like
You guys,
magic shops.
so you guys seem, I haven't gone shopping in a hot minute, because fuck that bullshit. But I'm looking for something that would, be able to change my appearance. You guys know where I'd find that? You guys know any magic shops? Because I'm gonna go fucking shopping.
Krug digs through his things and he brings out his Zeard makeup again. And he kind of grunts.
Yeah, I have that. Thank you. But I'm looking for something that will like magically do it. And as much as a beard magically makes your face look like different, not exactly.
No, it was the green Zeard makeup.
I mean, does Scarlet know a shop? She used to live in Brighthaven, so.
Yeah, you know a couple. Meloria's Emporium is probably the most extensive, but also the most expensive. There's a couple other kind of more minor shops. There might be some stuff along the marketplace in general. But yeah, those are kind of the general options. As far as things, make a. Anyone who wants can make an Arcana check.
Ooh, here I go.
This'll be fun.
I don't even have my dice tray out. I just realized that. Here we go.
Big oof.
17
no.
minus 2.
Take my coins out.
15.
I'm gonna use my gold dice. Ooh, that was a good natural roll. So, Arcana 19.
Okay. So you would know, and so how should I phrase this? Talon, the 15, you know that there are spells themselves that can change appearance. There are two specific ones. One is called Disguise Self, the other is called Alter Self. Disguise Self is more of kind of a bigger version of the illusory magic that you already do. Like with minor illusion and stuff, it lasts longer, more convincing, but it is still, just an illusion. If someone were to like try and touch you and you were making yourself appear bigger, their hand would go through the illusion and they would recognize it. Whereas there is Alter Self, which is almost like a polymorph spell. It's kind of like halfway between a polymorph spell and and Disguise Self, where your physical attributes change on appearance. It doesn't really change like any stats or anything like a polymorph spell would, but it's far more convincing than disguise self. And then there's a spell called seeming, which is kind of like disguise self, but has more flexibility and can be cast on many different people at once.
And you can look like cows.
Yup. We'll get to that later. It's fine.
Fine cows.
That'll happen sometime. I'd be
Yeah.
looking for more of illusory, or I guess a little bit of alter self, but I guess higher level magic is more expensive, so I'd just be looking for like illusory for right now. I just want to like look differently, and I wouldn't expect people to actually pry very.
I think disguise self is probably the best.
And so those are the spells that you know.
So it only lasts an hour for disguise self.
Correct. And then Scarlet, you would know, kind of continuing on that there are several shops that can and will custom make scrolls of certain spells. And it's possible that maybe someone has made like a wand of disguise self. It's
Ooh.
probably more expensive.
Oh,
But you might be able to cast it a couple times a day with refreshes, possible refreshes or something. But and you think like the most likely place you would be able to find that is Mallory's Emporium. It might not be the cheapest, but it's the most likely place to find it.
cool. I say that.
Thanks. I guess I'll go there.
I'll go with them.
Okay.
Buddy
Let's
system.
go. It'll be fun.
Alrighty.
I think.
Except she's still sad. But woo, let's go. While crying.
Ooh, tears.
Just, woo, let's go.
God, I think
Yay, buddy system.
Buddy system.
that's like a thing, isn't it? That's like a sketch where this person's like trying to be really happy, but she's like crying at the same time. My fair
Probably. That's just that's just been Scarlet ever since Zero died. Just like that.
Which time?
This is where we need.
Both times. Both times, but
This is where we need the wand of smiles and just be like subtly casting it on you.
she'd still be crying just while smiling, and it'd be pretty disturbing.
Pretty much.
Be happy. Be happy. Be happy.
Oh my god.
God.
She would punch. She would do her 0 damage melee. I think she has 0 punching damage.
Same.
No, she has 1. She does 1 damage when she punches people.
Alright, so is that what you're doing first? Heading off to Mallory's Emporium?
Yep.
So you head on down to Mallory's Emporium. Or if you look, it's possible they've got Morium. But anyways, so you go in and you're greeted by someone. Looks to be human male, kind of short. And kind of looks up and he's like, "Greetings, welcome to Mallory's Emporium. What are you looking for that I can help you find today?"
So, I'm looking for something that would like disguise myself, but magically.
So like a wand of disguise self, possibly.
Sure.
Or scrolls.
Not really interested in scrolls. I would really want like a wand or a hat or a ring or a dagger or a stick. I guess that's the same thing as a wand, but a stick would work as well.
Look through the inventory here.
Or if you're having a sale, anything that I would actually be able to like alter myself with, and be like, and then be like that thing. I'll point. I don't know.
I had a game question. How tall is Talon again? 6 feet?
I think he's like five-ish.
Hmm.
I have
Five.
no idea.
Five
How would
five.
I
He's a
find that?
shorty.
Yeah, this guy is the human that is
I have no idea where
he
that is.
he kind of looks like
5'5".
fuck, what is his name from the Sicilian from Princess Bride?
Right?
You guys have seen the Princess Bride, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
It's.
It was even a textbook from one of my classes.
I watched it once. It's not that terribly important, I don't think, so. Just wondering.
Vizzini is his name.
Zany.
Vizzini or Zini?
Hang on.
Is that old laptop still trying to boot up?
He looks like this.
To a Chromebook that boots up fast. I love this.
Oh, yay.
Switch?
Inconceivable.
Wait, Talon?
Perfect. No,
No, the guy in the store we're talking to.
the current person that they're talking to, I'm a lawyer for him. He looks kind of like that.
Oh, I was asking Talon's height.
Yeah, but this guy's even shorter than Talon, is what I'm saying.
I think I wrote him as 5'5".
Mhm.
I think I found it, but I'm not really
Well,
sure. Right?
put it on your character
I'll
sheet.
ask if a wand of disguise self is inconceivable.
It is not inconceivable.
With tears falling down her face as she said.
However, I will tell you that we don't currently have one. We could make one if you would like. Hang on just a second. I gotta look up something. So, if you would like, within merely a few hours, we can make you scrolls, and we can actually store it. We have this really new technology. It's a little more expensive, but it's a lot cooler. Where we have spell gems, and you can bring the gem back to us, and rather a normal spell scroll, when you would use it, the scroll would dissipate. The gem simply becomes an empty vessel, and you can come back and refill it with the spell again later for cheaper. So the gem itself is 10 gold. To refill it with a level 1 spell like Disguise Self would be 20 gold, whereas if you were to buy a spell scroll, it would be 25 gold, and the scroll would just go away. So if you wanted something like that, we could hook you up pretty quickly. If you're willing to wait a couple days, we can make a wand of Disguise Self. It'll cost you about 400 gold, but it has 3 charges, and it gains 1d3 charges at dawn every day. However, if you ever deplete the rod, you need to try to make sure there's always a little bit of magic in there. If you use all 3 charges, there's a chance that the wand could lose its cohesion and disintegrate if you use all of the charges. It's a very low chance. Doesn't happen very often, but it could happen. So just giving you a warning.
Could I? Okay, I have a couple questions. A, can you put other spells in that spell gem?
It'll only hold
B.
one spell at a time, but if you wanted to come back and instead of refilling it with Disguise Self, you wanted to put a level 1 magic missile in it or something like that.
B, how hard is it to put a spell in there? Like, do you guys do it, or can I be like, "Badoop," and it'll go in there? And then C, the wand sounds good. But I'll also take a spell jump and a disguise self spell in it. Are you muted? Or
Looks like he's figuring it out.
just like trying to figure it out?
Mhm.
No,
he
he's
is
muted.
muted.
Oh.
It's like a scream in a jar.
Meow, 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 meow. That's what I think he said. I can read lips.
My bad. When I looked up, he just seemed so. Oh.
Oh, he got a phone call. How's sunbathing, Kua?
He's muted. As well. Shaking his head.
He's muted.
How's your boat ride? How's your elk?
Maybe he's fishing.
He might be fishing. Or you know what? He was doing a lot of like that meditation thing. He just sits in a corner and meditates.
Humana.
Yeah, that could be.
He just got like the buoy out and tied it to the back of the boat, and he's just riding.
Can you hear me now? There we go.
Yes.
Alright, so these headsets are really cool because I can connect them to both the base station here and through Bluetooth.
Mm-hmm.
But when I got a phone call, even though I didn't answer the call, it switched over to the Bluetooth function, and I could still hear you guys, but my mic was reserved for the phone.
Oh, weird.
So you couldn't hear me saying anything while I was getting a phone
So
call.
you
But
just
it was
like-
actually a guy. I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" I've forgotten because I just saved his actual name. I didn't like put in parentheses what it was, and it's a guy who was gonna sell me a gaming table, like a custom-built gaming table.
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
And I figured like this was set up back in like May, and I figured with COVID and everything, he had kind of like, some shit happened. Maybe he had to focus on his full-time job or something, and because he was kind of doing this as a hobby on the side, building people custom tables. But he just tried to call me. So, anyways, I'm texting him.
Cool.
Because we're playing D&D now.
Speaking of gaming tables.
So what was happening? So I just remember saying like the gyms can hold like it costs more if you want like higher level spells stored in them.
Mhm.
But if you bring it back, you can put any like if you buy like a level 1 spell gem storage, you can come and refill it with any level 1 spell. It doesn't have to be Disguise Self again. You could do Mage Armor or something if you.
I just made that.
So,
Pretty good.
I think
Uh,
Talon
yeah.
wanted to know if he could
Okay.
like store one in there,
Yeah.
like one of his own.
Like, could I figure out how to do it? Well, I'd get some help from people, but like, actually, yeah, I'm just gonna ask you, like, can I go Badoop and put my own spell in there? Like, say I would want to put a pew pew in there. Could I do that? Do I just like fire my Eldritch Blast at it, and then like it'll absorb it?
Well, these unfortunately are our own proprietary arcane locks. So only we can fill them. Otherwise, we're offering this as a service to our customer. We
Very
want you to keep coming back.
It's
But
like a car.
if you do want an item where you can store your own spells in it, we do have something called a ring of spell storing.
And how much is that compared to the gem?
Out of character, a fucking lot. Let me
Aw.
see how much it actually is. So a ring of spell storing is a very we do have one in stock. It is a very rare and precious item. However, it doesn't just store one spell. It stores up to 5 levels worth of spells. So you could store 1 5th level spell in it. You could store 5 level 1 first level spells in it. You could store 2 second level spells and a first level spell in it. You can store a 3rd level spell and a second level spell. You can store a 3rd level spell and 2 first level spells. As long as it ends up being 5 total levels of spells, you can store them, and once you use them, you can put more into it to your heart's desire, and it will never disintegrate. Having said that,
Coming back for that.
it is 36,000 gold. Or sorry, 3,600 gold.
I will be
3,000.
coming back for that.
Okay.
How much would the wand be? You said 400? You said 300? You said 250?
400, I think he said.
300?
To get it made.
You
Yeah, he said 300.
250? You said 100?
I said that out of character, not in character.
300! Like,
25
if I yell loud
cents,
enough,
right?
it'll think it through.
That's how you do it.
If the cash register doesn't ring it up, it's free.
Oops, your cash register is now destroyed. It can't ring anything up now.
So this is the
Ooh.
kind of table I would be getting.
Oh,
That's
pretty.
awesome.
How big is it? Like, is it 5? Is it like 2 chairs? Or is it like 3 chairs?
I think this one is a 4x6. I think I was gonna do like a 5x7. I think.
Pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Could play
I like that
pool on it.
velvet.
I saw someone put LEDs across their gaming table, and it seemed like a cool idea. I think if you angle the lights right, it doesn't get in anybody's faces. Because it was like one of the color changing ones, so it'd be like red when there's a
Like on
battle.
the inlay? Or.
I think it was
Yeah.
like on the bottom. I forget where.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So it more like it was angled to show on the table, but not upward.
No, I think it was angled. It was like at the bottom of the table, so the room itself would, because they're like really strong LEDs.
Oh,
Oh. That's cool.
Yeah.
ground effects.
Mm-hmm. So like if we did another ocean trip, it would be like blue or something.
How much is the wand? How much I already know the other thing. How much is the wand? 300? I think it's 400.
400. Yeah.
Okay.
But it would take them. It would take them 2 days to make it.
Okay.
They have the wand itself, but they have to enchant it, and it's a long process to be able to make it so that the spell regenerates.
How much? I can't do math. What is add a 0, right? We have 1,500. I have. Wait, what? Okay. Cool. I have a lot of money.
Yeah, you haven't spent any of it yet. You probably
Yeah.
have quite a bit.
Shopping is. Okay. I will. So, the wand. Can I have 3 of the gems? With what other? Do I care? Not really. Can I have 3 gems with Disguise Self in them? And can I have? Can you put on order the wand of Disguise?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the 3 gems with the spells preloaded would be 30 gold apiece, so 90 gold. And then for the wand, if you want to put 100 gold up front and then pay the 200 once it's done, we'll reserve that for you and we'll have it ready in 2 days.
Okay, so 190 now, and then 200 when I come back. Sounds good.
Or, sorry, 300, because I can math and I said 400 gold.
Damn.
Good job.
Okay,
But see-
sounds good.
Vicini is smarter than I am. Anyways,
Are you getting anything here, Scarlet? Like, we're getting like the drinkies or like the. So I mean, you have me, and I do that, so it feels a little sad when you get.
What kind of sneaky stuff do you have? stuff that makes you sneaky.
You know, like sneakers.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I already have, like, all my attunement slots taken up, so.
Sorry, what was the question?
What kind of sneaky stuff do you have?
Oh, he kind of looks at you and he goes, "Well, it looks like you already have one of our best items for sneaking, which is a cloak of elven kind. We do make something. I don't know if it would give you any added benefit other than it would be footwear instead of a cloak. But we do also make boots of elven kind as well that will essentially give you the same benefit. Other than that, we don't have a whole lot unless you wanted to get like a scroll of pass without a trace or something like that.
Ooh, interesting.
You have any-
That might be a good thing to have. How much is that?
Let me double check. Because I forget what level spell pass without a trace is.
But then again, we might do it, and then we don't usually stealth because Krug or Kanaka ends up running into the team or yelling really loudly. So I don't know how much use it would be.
I was thinking we could, since Frode got the charred cloak, we could, like, I guess, pitch in from the party funds and see if we can get him a cloak, because he seems,
We can.
or I mean, we could just buy it, but
We can get a cloak.
anyway.
Well, I
think
thought we
have-
had. Yeah.
You guys have like a shitload of.
We have like 3 working ones, don't we?
Yeah.
4 because you had bought one first, then you found 3 working ones and 1 tattered one. So
So we have 3 for
Oh.
other people to fight over, whatever. Which works because that would be
I know I took one, because
Krug wouldn't get one. Carl needs one because that will balance out to being just a straight roll. And then Faint gets one. I don't know if Kanaka wants one.
I don't know what his sneaking is.
I mean, if anything, me and you are going on sneaky missions anyway, and everyone
Yeah.
else, it's just a matter of how fucked we get on stealth rolls. So,
Pass without a trace.
ooh,
That sounds like a good one.
just
to
get a
have.
gem of it, and then be like, ew.
So a gem of pass without a trace would be 200 gold, and a scroll would be 150 gold. So the level 2 spell slot gems are a little bigger, a little harder to make. The empty gem itself is about 50 gold. And then if you were to come refresh it, it would be 100 gold to refresh it whenever you come back in.
I'll get one. I'll get a gem. That sounds good. And what else could I shop for? I'll ask if he has anything that like enhances fire abilities.
Sorry, texting with this guy. I'm gonna go see the table in person tomorrow, and
Nice.
next on his list for him to make one. He's probably not starting it for a little bit still, but I have first dibs on the next one. So
That's awesome.
Exciting.
Oh, I think I just rolled out all my good rolls. That
Why?
figure out where the hell he lives.
I just wanted to roll, and then it became a mistake.
Jesus, that's still in Vancouver? It's so far. It's beyond Salmon Creek. How is that still Vancouver? Whatever.
Because the salmon want to be on. Not worth it.
Still, if I just jump on the highway, it's only 17 minutes. It's not bad.
Oh, I'm gonna sell stuff too if I can sell stuff. Actually,
Here! Ka-tink, ka-tink, ka-tink.
Start pulling out stuff. I need to sell stuff.
Okay. Sorry, what was the question?
If he has stuff that can like enhance fire abilities or like help with that. Yeah.
What about
Um,
making it faster?
see here.
Or like fire spells.
I don't know if we have anything in particular. At least that is specific to fire spells. Now, and he kind of looks at you and he's like, no, I don't know if you could afford it. And I'd have to check with Meloria to see if we have one in the back or if she would need to craft a new one.
What do you think it would be?
But she is capable of making something called a Staff of Fire. It doesn't necessarily like help your fire spells, but it allows you to cast fire spells from it. If you're not able to cast it, but be warned, it's only attunable by druids, sorcerers, warlocks, and wizards. I don't.
Yeah, not for me.
You see more of the stabby type.
I am a stabby type.
How
That
much
was
help
a,
do you
that
need
was a
to
good
put
good deduction.
courtyard?
If now there is something that might interest you, if you like fire and are a stabby type. Now, again, I'd have to check to see if we have one in stock. But I know in the past a few times, either via trade or I don't know if Meloria has ever enchanted one, but there is something called a flame tongue dagger. That does a little bit of fire damage also when you stab something with it.
Oh, I don't know. I just got out of character. I just got 2+2 daggers from Zerd, so I don't know if I really need a new dagger.
Just all the daggers, man.
What is it what lets Vax stab 3 times? Is it his haste boots? Boots of haste?
Yes, which actually are not a that's not actually a 5th edition item. So originally when they started playing their game,
It wasn't 5th edition, yeah.
yeah, 5th edition actually wasn't out yet when they first started, and they were playing Pathfinder, and it was an item in Pathfinder, and when they decided to stream it, they switched everything over to D&D 5th edition instead of Pathfinder, because they thought it would be more accessible for people watching the game. So that's why there's so many like weird things, and it's actually why Sam was a gnome bard, because Sam asked Liam, "What's the most useless race and character I could be?" And he was like, "I don't know, probably a gnome bard." And bards in like 3.5 and Pathfinder were fucking garbage. They are so good in 5th edition. But yeah, a flame tongue dagger. Would
I
you...
want to stab 3 times. I want 3 stabs.
Give me the 3 stab.
We do make some potions, and there is something called a potion of haste we could sell you. It's only good for 1 use, but it would allow you to stab a lot of times.
Only good for 1 set of stabs.
How much are both of those items?
Let's see here. Flame tongue dagger would be Flame tongue dagger would be 4,000 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm. You don't say.
What was the other item?
The potion of haste.
Ah, yes. Where are potions?
Well, the dagger is a big no.
What do you have?
I have. Do you have 4,000 gold?
No, but I have a chunk.
I have 1,280 right now.
Close.
Oh, it's called a potion of speed. My bad. And it is, but it essentially is the
Okay.
effect of. It's essentially the effects of the haste spell, and it is 2,000 gold pieces.
Well, I'm gonna. I'll get the freaking gem of Pass Without a Trace, and then I'm gonna sell him stuff because we have stuff to sell.
Okay. What are you looking to sell?
6 gems, each worth 25 gold. 7 gems worth 75 gold a piece. 500 gold worth of ground up ruby. And should we sell the 300 gold worth diamond, or should we keep that?
I think we should see if Kanaka needs it. Because I know I don't need it for anything that I do.
Eventually,
Yeah, you
Kanaka.
could ask- you ask Carl and
I'll
see if-
keep the diamonds, but all the gems and the ground up ruby. I don't think we need ground up ruby.
So he'll say, "Well, we don't usually trade in just purely gems unless they're fed enough to make arcane things out of. However, just down the street, there is a jeweler that you can probably trade the gems, and he'll give you money for it. And we can just kind of hand wave that if you just want to convert all that into raw gold from the gems that you had. We can do that.
Sweet. That was 500. Do that.
Is there anything else in that bag?
Those are the things we have to sell. Do to me.
You poor dog. Life is so hard.
Well, we just made 1,175 gold, you guys.
Nice. Okay. Oh, and he does say that while he doesn't have anything specifically that helps with fire, they have been willing to make custom experiments and stuff in the past, but those are usually they need to be kind of precise as far as what you're looking for, and if it's something experimental, they usually require kind of an upfront cost, and then there's a possibility that it just doesn't work, and then you're out the upfront cost. But if it does work, then pay the rest and you get the item. But
so I would say like something that would like double fire damage from, or something like that, from like spells that do fire. Something like that.
he kind of sits there and is like, I don't know anything like that off the top of my head. Might have to do some sort of like vulnerability thing. I'll talk with Meloria and see if she has any ideas. And you can come back later if you want. And we'll try to pass it along. I'll write down your name. What's your name? Usually there's not a pause on that one.
I forgot what you told.
I'm thinking because she gave a different name when she came into the city. So I'm wondering if we should give the different name or give her real name. She'll give the name she gave when she came into the city, which was Ivana Knight.
Okay.
Thought your name was Scarlet.
Elbow.
Ow! The fuck? Am I wrong?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they write it down, and yeah. Anything else? Gonna go do research.
How do I use this?
We're gonna wait for Kanaka in case he wants to come with. I don't know.
How do I use the gem? Like, do I just throw it on the ground and break it, or like press? Does it have like a button on top?
Were you talking to me? I was crunching on my cookie. I didn't hear anything.
Pretty
bad. I think.
How do I use the gem? Is it like it's like a grenade, or like?
No,
Pokeball.
it's almost like will activated. You just hold it in your hand, and then it's as if you were casting a spell. It is released. It works based off of the person being able to cast spells in general.
See you in 2 days.
Alrighty. So, who all's going to the Solarian Academy?
I think.
I think we're waiting for Kanaka to go.
Where is the moist man? Where is he at?
The moist.
The pass without a trace gem was worth 200. You said, right?
Yes.
Okay.
My notes. What do I call these people?
Sweet. Got that.
I took the spoon out so that it would stop making rattling noises in the bowl that I'm letting Kaylee lick. And then she stopped licking the bowl and went after the spoon. So you're gonna wait for Kanaka before you go to the Solarian Academy?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, does anyone else want to do anything before roughly dusk-ish time?
Mm.
Because that's about when his boat comes in.
Oh,
Okay.
Krug wants to check on his egg. His baby.
Okay. Whereabouts are you checking on said egg? Is it like are you like taking the bag of holding and going up to your room, or?
I think that is Krug's prerogative. He just kind of... Who has it again? Scarlet?
Yeah, it's in the bag of holding.
Krug just kind of like, I guess when she comes back, tugs kind of like on her shirt, and he's like trying to be really sneaky, but doing it very poorly, like not saying he wants to look at the egg, but he like knows they're trying to keep the egg the secret, so he's kind of doing like like he doesn't know how to approach the situation.
Kind of goes, and we'll just kind of pull him aside separately and be like, "What?" Make sure no one's watching them. Is anyone watching them?
Make a perception check. Can't be through Clint because you're actively looking.
Yeah. Natural 20. Natural 20.
Nice. No, it doesn't look like anyone is particularly interested in you guys.
So I'll ask him what he's talking about.
Krug in like his not really whisper is like, Krug want to see baby, want to see if okay.
Okay. Then I'll wave him into. We have rooms, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll wave him into one of the rooms, and I'll take out his baby.
Okay. You guys lift the heavy egg out of the bag of holding. It is bigger than the bag itself is as it comes out. And it still has the little kind of smiley face drawn on it, and yeah.
Here you go, bud.
The initial eye seems to be the exact state that you put it in. The bag is.
If this is a live dragon in here.
Krug. Okay, so Krug's just gonna see that it's okay. He's gonna give it a little hug and a little kiss on its, forehead, and then hand it back or put it back in the bag.
Okay, okay. So yeah, it doesn't make either an investigation or a perception check, whichever one you prefer.
Okay.
Can I do it, or does Krog have to do it?
I'll let one of you do one and the other do the other.
I'll do investigation!
Okay, if you're active, but if you're doing investigation, you're like actively like checking around the egg and stuff.
I'll do that because I'm curious to see if it's actually like what's up with it.
Make
Yeah, I would
investigation check.
want to do.
Okay.
perception.
And then Krug roll a perception check.
Yeah, so it's 13.
Okay.
Ooh, that was good. I believe that's a 26.
Okay. So Krug, as you're looking at it, you're kind of looking it over, and you don't see any cracks. The scales seem to all on the outside of the dragon egg all seem to be intact. You can't even tell that there's like any holes or anything in it at all. It seems perfectly intact. And Scarlet, as you're kind of looking over it and around it and stuff, you're also not seeing any like holes or punctures or cracks or anything like that. And as you're about to put it back in the bag, you think you feel something moving it.
Oh!
Woohoo! You got a live one, boys!
Yay, baby!
What the fuck is that allowed?
Sorry, you were gated a little bit. I couldn't quite tell what you said.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that allowed?
Is that allowed?
Is that allowed?
Allowed?
Is that allowed?
Is that...
It's a vine.
It's just a meme.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, apparently.
We're not ready to be dragon parents.
We have Krug. Krug, this isn't dead.
Krug
Krug, this is alive.
Krug just gives you a look like, what do you mean? Of course it's alive.
Scarlet's kind of freaking out. I'm freaking out. We have a live dragon. What are we supposed to do with this?
I'm just, honestly, if it wasn't alive, Krug will still think that it is, and like either way, I'm happy.
No one knows. No. What are we supposed to do with this?
What are we gonna do?
What are we supposed to do with this? We're allowed to go into the bestiary section of the academy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well.
So for now, I'm just gonna scoot the dragon egg back in the bag of holding. Wait, no, I'm gonna take the other one out too. I'm gonna check that one.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot we kept two.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because Kanaka wants his.
Make an investigation check.
And then I think Krug's gonna
Use luck.
help. Maybe like doing a perception check or give her advantage. I don't know which one I can do, but
Okay, you can help and give her advantage.
okay. So I give her advantage.
So before you use your luck point, make
Yeah.
a perception.
Yay.
Yeah, Krug like
That's
lifts it
better.
up, makes it easier for her to look at
Could
it.
use a luck roll if you wanted.
23. I think that's good enough.
23. So yeah, as you look over the egg that doesn't have the smiley face on it, you notice that there are a few kind of like remnants of holes in the scales. It seems like the egg is kind of like grown back over where some of those holes might have been. So it's almost like a regular eggshell, and then there's like dragon scales on top of it. And so there's a little hole where the dragon scale would be, but the egg shell itself has kind of like regrown over that area.
Okay.
So it looks like there was a hole in this one at this time, and you don't sense if it's like alive or not. It doesn't make any movements. So really all you know is that there was a hole in it at one point, and it didn't make movements, but it doesn't mean it's not alive. If
Right.
that makes sense.
It's Schrodinger's dragon egg.
Sure.
We don't know if it's alive or dead. I don't know. I'll push that one back into and be like, oh, yeah, doggo. Is your pup?
Aw.
Krug
better.
whips his hand around like doggo.
No, I meant dragon. Sorry, dragon egg.
Dagrons.
Just get back into and then just have like a little existential crisis about the situation that we're in.
Hooray!
Yep.
Out of character, hooray!
Anything else before we fast forward to reuniting with Kanaka? Are you guys gonna like?
Are you
go
gonna
to
tell
the dock?
Carl?
Are you guys gonna go to? Well, yeah, I guess. Are you gonna tell anyone else about this? And are you gonna
Pull
wait?
everyone into the room. Yeah, pull everyone into the room and say, guys, Krug's baby is a baby. It's alive. It's
Krug
alive.
once again gives like a what the fuck do you? What else could it possibly be? Look, like
Have a live living dragon egg. And the other one, I'm not sure about.
Does that mean someone has to sit on it?
I don't know.
Don't they need to eat right when they come out?
Probably.
It's okay, we can.
We'll
So
feed
are
it
they-
Talon.
Are they eating everything
What?
in the bag?
What?
I think is it everything in the bag in like their own little space, or is it all like are they all next to each other? How does that work?
It's kind of like every item that you put in there gets its own small little pocket dimension.
That's what I thought.
So they're not like, but there is still a limited amount of total pocket dimension that can be created within the bag. So like,
Okay.
they're not technically next to each other, but they still take up amounts of pocket dimension space. It's kind of weird and abstract.
yeah, we're not
Okay,
gonna
cool.
find out the siblings were fighting in there.
So, yeah, and we can't tell anyone about this because we hid it. So,
Carl's just like vibrating and squealing like.
do you know anything about taking care of dragons, Carl?
Well, I read this book once
Uh-huh.
called How to Train Your Dragon,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think it was a real like. I think it was a story.
It was
Should I roll Arcana or something?
oh yeah, can she do an Arcana check?
Good.
Sure.
Okay. Go gadget dice. Aw.
What'd you roll?
10.
Yeah, you're really not sure what exactly would happen. You know that I mean, you know dragons get quite big. You know that they can take a long time to age. But you have no idea about dragon husbandry.
I guess we're just Hagrid boys.
We're
Expand
forging
on
our way.
Frode's question.
Fluffy would never hurt anyone.
Shane's question. Like, what happens
Norbert.
if it gets birthed? If it comes out in there?
Yeah, we need to like leave the city and go on a journey and let the dragon egg be out at all times.
So it can just hatch.
So we need to look up dragons when we go to the academy, and then leave the city and travel and let the dragon egg be out. Krug, we can get a little baby carrier thing. Well, Krug made a baby carrier thing, right?
Yeah, his cape is still. He's been like wearing his cape backwards like a baby carrier this entire time.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But
Well, we can
without
do that.
anything
So
in
like
it,
that.
it just looks like he's wearing his cape wrong.
like an
It's a blue egg, right?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
actually
so
makes the
that's- is that,
pacing
I
kind
think
of
ice?
funnier in hindsight.
Ice dragon,
actually.
right? Or wait.
If he's wearing the baby carrier.
He had an empty baby carrier, which was his cape, so he just looks like an orc who wore his cape on backwards and just peed. But I think
Oh my
didn't he
God.